All right, so you have your mask for the Gala Day project and it's cut out. And now we need to use our plans from last time. So some of you might have filled this out last time, added colors, patterns, designs. Remember that the Gala Day masks were symmetrical. So whatever you did on one side, you'd kind of flip it and do it on the other side as well. So some masks are just for decoration and you don't need to have holes. But if you want to have holes for your eyes, what you might want to do is just use a pencil, or I just happen to have quick sticks here, so I'm gonna use a quick stick. And think about what shape you want your eyes. They could be ovals, they could be triangles, they could be squares, really they could be any shape you want. But you're gonna try and draw two even shapes that you want for your eyes. And then we're gonna cut these out. Now the easiest way to do this here is to kind of just take your mask and carefully sort of pinch it right in the middle of that eye that you want. So you kind of pinch it, fold it, and then you're going to take your scissors and just sort of make a little snip, okay? And then you can slide your scissors in that hole and you can cut out the shape of your eye. So we'll do that again. We're gonna pinch or fold our mask a little bit, snip, and then we'll cut out that eye. So that's how you can make holes for your eyes if you need to. Just like that. I know it can be a little tricky, but I think you guys can do it. All right. Next up, we're gonna work on the nose because you might want your nose to sort of pop up. So watch this really closely because this is pretty fun. You can cut out just a tall triangle. And if you want it to be three-dimensional and have it kind of pop off the mask, what you can do is take your tall triangle and fold it in half. All right? And then we can glue it down like that, okay? So here, I'm just gonna do just a dot, not a lot. If you do a huge puddle, it's gonna be a mess. So just do it, just a dot, not a lot. And we'll press and hold. There we go. So now I have this nose that sort of pops up off of my mask. It looks pretty cool. So now you can get a little bit creative with your mask and decide what you want to do with it. And you notice I'm still working flat. Eventually we might want to put it together and then we can add some more. So if you want to, you can use quick sticks at this time and you can decorate your mask with your quick sticks. But we'll also have a bunch of scrap paper that you can use too. But remember, whatever you do on one side, you want to do on the other side so it's symmetrical. It's the same on both sides. Maybe I'll do a mouth right here. Okay, let's put it together here. So how this works is I only have one stapler, so you might just have to raise your hand and it'll take a minute, but we can get around to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my mask and I'm just gonna overlap these little tabs a little bit where I cut the strip. Goodness, it's a little tricky. There we go. So there you can already see my mask starting to form. If you like it like that, you can leave it like that. And if you just like it to have that shape, you can keep that. If you want to go along the jawline, we can do that too. And that'll just sort of change the shape. By the way, if you don't want to wait for stapler, you can also just use some glue. And you can do this yourself. You just have to pinch and hold 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. If you do too much glue, it's not going to work because it's going to take too long to dry. So you want to do just a little bit of glue so that it has enough to stick, but not so much that it can't dry in like 30 seconds. Okay, there we go. See, I did it with glue, not the stapler. So you can do it with glue. And then if you do it with glue, you don't have these staples sticking out of your mask. It's up to you. Okay. So then we can see there's the shape changes a bit, you know, once we have that. And when it's on your face, when you wear it, it's going to be more like that. So it won't be quite so round. All right, so now, I know some people were thinking about adding ears and stuff on the top. So I want to show you that we want to do that after you make it three-dimensional because then you can see how they're going to stick up. So let's see. These might, because I'm doing them red, they might look more like horns. Let's see what happens here. Okay. If I want these to stick up like that, what I can do is bend See that bend, a little tab? So that's an area for me to put glue on. So now I can do a couple dots of glue and I can press it on my mask just like that. Okay, see that? So now it has an area to be glued down and it's going to stick nice and straight up off my mask. Again, don't do too much glue or it's just going to be a mess and you'll get frustrated. Just a little bit of glue every time. Okay. All right, there's lots of fun things. If you want to do hair, I just want to show you one more that I'm thinking of here. We can cut long, skinny strips. And if you have a pencil or anything round, or even your finger, you can pinch it and wrap it around your finger like this. And this is how you can curl your paper, just like curling hair if you want it to be curly. If you do it on a pencil, it'll be a little bit smaller. So you just roll it up into a little coil, and then look at that, it's curled. So then you could glue it down. Again, just a little dot of glue, we don't want to overdo it. And then you can kind of pull out on the coil if you want to and create these cool little curls. Imagine if you did like 10 of those, how cool that would look along the top of your mask. And let's see, is there anything else? Let's see, a zigzag. You can take a piece of paper, a long strip of paper like this, and you can do zigzag, fold it forward, fold it back. Like you're making a little paper accordion, like this, okay? And then you could glue that down so it's sticking up off your mask as well. All right, this is a lot that you can do today, and they do not need to be done today. Please don't try to rush to get these done today because they can look so cool if we take our time on them and really spend some time, okay? So that's all I want you to do today. Try to keep working on your mask, and I guess just be patient if you're waiting for the stapler. Although I used glue right here and it worked just fine. So you can also just use glue.